The gripping area of the ASQ-Neo is on the top section of the opening. That would be basically where you see the peaks and valleys right here at the very surface. This is where you're going to get maximum gripping power. It's not on the surface stabilizers. It's actually here in the opening. You can see here there's a peak there and there's a valley right next to it. Peak, valley, peak, valley. That opening there is exactly where there's maximum gripping in terms of being able to take the dies in and out with ease. In a port-up model is this. If I eject the stone, it would be at the top portion here. This is where it would grip the most, right about there, right about here. One way to get around this is to basically you can grind it down a little bit. It will not affect the stability of the stone, of the die, right about this area here. Right there and here. What I've done is I have actually, as you can see, this die here is extremely stable. There's no movement at all. And what I've done here is I ground that down there. It's important that you understand that the stability of the dies are here, but not up on top here. And it's a combination of the stability being at the bottom and also where the surface stabilizer stubs go into. That's what's going to give you your maximum stability in terms of having that stability for accurate contacts. So if you experience any areas that is just gripping and making it difficult to remove the die, these are the areas where you trim, right about here. Do not trim the bottom. There's no issue here in terms of gripping force. It's always going to be at the top here. So for the most part, these dies are fine, but this is you only do that when you experience if there's a die that is difficult to remove in and out. So you can see they're easy to remove, and always push from the bottom. It was designed that way. You push from the bottom, and again, if you have enough grip, you can also pull from the top. But you know, it's always easier to push from the bottom. Here's a popular high expansion die stone in the market today. As you can see, it can be used nicely on the ASQ-Neo articulator. One of the things about the high expansion stone is that it has a much stronger grip than your lower expansion stones. Yet in this case here's a large die. If you just push from the bottom, this has not been altered in any way. The peaks and valleys haven't been trimmed down, so it's basically what I'm showing here is that it has maximum gripping power. There are some people who do not like to trim the dies anymore or adjust it. So in that case, we've also developed a tool here. We call it the die removal tool. This is a good tool to use with you know, rather than using your nails or your fingers to push out. you can use this tool as well. So basically you just put it on the side here, and it pushes from the bottom this way. It does it with a lot of ease. So we find that this is popular with female technicians who have long nails and don't want to use their nails to be pushing the die stone. So this tool is what they like to use. This tool is optional, and it normally comes with a starter kit, but if this is something you would like to use, please let us know.